good condition all the time, Tony Oki. Very, very determined. Well, it is nice to see Oki having some success in his career. He's a heck of a nice guy.
And a student of the business as well. That wasn't so good from him, just left himself open to those two counters.
Yes, can't really get overconfident in a fight like this, because as long as Schwett's there, he'll always have a punch.
Last few seconds of the round, and Oki is pulling away here on points. Is it going to be another success night for him? At the moment, it looks like it.
With its intelligent protection system, the Ford Mondeo is one of the safest places to be. And now it comes with the added security of 0% finance over 2 years. Ford. Designed for living, engineered to last.
There was a terrific overhand right from Tony Oki in that round. Coming up, and there it is.
Yep, that was a very good shot. Got a bit of confidence in that round. And that was a nice overhand right against the taller opponent. That's good, but still I'm going to get too overconfident. He's doing very well. Use that jab and just keep the pressure on.
Although he's winning the rounds, Oki, in the black trunks, remember, his face is more marked up. There's another of those right hands, and a left hand which was very borderline. And that's being kind. Tapes come loose on the glove of the Ukrainian. So he might get a hold up in a moment.
There's a good left hook from Oki there.
Oki looks to me like he's improving as well. Haven't seen the best of him yet, I don't think.
No, I don't think we have. I think, being a student of the game, he's always going to be trying to do something different.
Working one or two angles, a sign of tiredness maybe from Schwetz, that he drops his gloves down by his side, leaves his head open, and he knows at the moment that Oki's working him over a little, and I think he's getting a bit desperate, and he's loading up. Are we going to have this stoppage now while the tape's put back? Yes, we are. They have to do that, don't they, Glenn?
Yeah, they have to do that. Can always, just flick into the eyes of the opponent, so they need to tidy that up. They will let it go on, but if there is a little bit of a break in the action, they've got to get that sorted.
Oki looking strong, bundles his man across the ring. Schwetz looks as if he doesn't know enough, technically. And he's chronically lacking in speed. Chin's in the air a bit as well. I'll tell you something, if Oki was more of a concussive hitter, I think Schwetz might be in some serious trouble. I think he would be if he was moved up in level against a real puncher. Because he leaves his chin out to dry, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And Oki getting it more and more, finding that chin, but it's just dangerous when they come together. Oki, it's got to be wary when he tries to trade with Schwetz.
And now we've got a little bit of cotton or something just hanging off the glove of Oki.
They're trying to load up with that right hand, Schwetz.
Keep the punches up, says referee Dave Harris to Oki. And now there's something else wrong. One of the gum shields has come out. Schwetz's this time. Funny all round this one, isn't it?
Yeah, the action just getting stopped time and time again. And really, Oki's got to keep his rhythm. He's got to be careful he doesn't get caught.
Right hand, good shot. Bounces off the chin of Schwett, who pulls a face at Oki as if to say, is that all you've got? Oki says, no, I've got this as well. Left hook. I think Tony's the kind, though, who's going to usually have to do it on points, isn't he?
Yes, most of the time. He's not the biggest puncher out there. Hard worker.
Unless the pressure breaks down the opponent. Now, this is in the light heavyweight division. Some great names operated in this 12.5 stone division down the years. Philadelphia Jack O'Brien early in the last century, who beat Bob Fitzsimmons, the British fighter. Jack Delaney in the 20s, French-Canadian. Then there was Maxi Rosenblum, Flapsy Maxi, as he was known. 299 fights he had. A bit later on, Dick Tiger, more famous really as a middleweight, the Nigerian. Bob Foster, tremendous fighter, the sheriff from Albuquerque, unbeatable during his wonderful reign. And then Michael Spinks in the 1980s, of course, went up to heavyweight and got blown away by Mike Tyson in 91 seconds flat. There's some of the big names at a higher level than operates for these WBU titles. It must be added.
Everything on my card for Oki, who's boxing well, the speed, the jab, and a good game plan in his favour.
Well, Oki's been hitting Schwett with one or two absolutely cracking shots, but they can't move the Ukrainian, or so it would seem anyway. Oki's going to have to soften him up a bit more.
Well, I'd like to see Oki keep concentrating on that body. I think that's where the weakness is with Schwett. Maybe not the chin, but the body.
Schwett will have to hope that one of these punches he's throwing can just get Oki going and give him a little break in the fight, because at the moment I have not given the Ukrainian a round. Have you?
No, I don't give him a round. Oki's always had the better work rate, the more accurate shots.
He's just too much of a rounded throw for Schwett, who unluckily for him is up against a fellow who's not likely to wilt against his heavy-handed punches.
Good stiff jab from Oki, just pushing the head back of Schwett.
Well, the fans who've travelled from Portsmouth have transported that wonderful atmosphere from the Mountbatten Centre up to the York Hall tonight. Although personally I'd love to see Oki back in action in his hometown, because it was a happening down there, wasn't it?
Yes, it really was. I think we'd like to see that again. It was very, very good.
Right hand, good shot, and that did trouble Schwett. And there's another one. He's teeing off on him now. Dave Paris would start taking a closer look at things if that goes on. Dropped his gloves, and he was just almost saying hit me, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Schwett's definitely starting to tire the jab. Just pushes the head back. That's where Oki can get the right hand on, the big overhand one.
Looking tired, Schwett's now, and just hoping he can get lucky with a jackpot punch, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. 7 rounds gone, 7 to Oki. There's Uncle Frank, who's been something of a mentor to Tony right throughout his life. probably rather unkindly just saying that Oakey's had more shots on target than Pompey have had all season. I'm not going to take that.
No, that's really bad. It's just good to see Oakey come in a Portsmouth shirt and be undefeated, isn't it?
He's got a better defence than Pompey, I'll tell you that.
Not bad on the attack as well. Oakey, good right hand going in there. That's the shot that's just putting Schwetz into a bit of disarray.
Round 8. Everything going the way of Tony Oakey tonight. Konstantin Schwetz being outboxed, outspeeded and outworked. Good atmosphere between the two fighters as they touch love against Schwetz, leaving himself wide open for that right hand.
Yeah, we did. Caught Oakey with the left hook coming back. Though and Oakey still has to be a bit careful with this tall man.
I just wonder whether Oakey can force the stoppage here. I'm not sure how much more Schwetz has really got.
And that left eye of Oakey starting to swell pretty bad.
He has had the odd cut problem in the past. He's been working on that left eye since the end of round 1 with the ends well, but it is swelling up now. The danger of that left eye closing if it gets much worse. Watch the use of the head. It was a good body shot though from Oakey. I really would like to see him fight Neil Simpson. They were due to meet on March the 18th, and with well, due respect to the WBU, I think the British and Commonwealth titles mean a bit more. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. They'll say I'm a romantic, I know, Frank Warren and Frank Maloney, but I may not be the only dreamer in town.
Well, I know which times I'd prefer to box for. Good right hand, just getting hit a bit more, Oakey. Got to keep the good defense.
There's another juddering right from Oakey. If only he had a bit more power to go with all his other qualities.
Yeah, he'd be a very good, tough fighter to beat, wouldn't he, Oakey? If he had that extra bit of power. But he's doing all right with his career, up to date.
Yeah, he really is. It's a good time for him, and he's miles and miles and miles clear. Well, they're working on Schwetz in that corner, and he's looking increasingly dispirited, I would say.
Yes, he is. Look at the jab land. 106 for Oakey, 28 for Schwetz. That really has been the key to the fight for Oakey. Much smaller man, but he's used that jab so well.
The jabs, of course, which are not scored in amateur boxing these days.
No,
remember that punch? Yeah. That old punch. Here's round 9. Oakey was an ABA champion himself in 1996 at heavyweight. He also reached the final in 1997. He boxed from when he was 11 to 15. Then he said he quit for 4 years and discovered girls and trouble.
Schwetz getting frustrated, getting tired, and just really trying to swing the shots in.
Well, Schwetz's only hope, I would say here, is one sensational punch.
Yep, it is. I mean, he's capable of that. He has got some power. He is trying to load up.
He is capable of it, but is he capable of it against somebody as rock-jawed as Oki?
Well, you know, it is good jaws, but you know, if you hit cleanly, everybody can be hurt. Oki doesn't want to get into that position.
Well, now we have the Pompey chimes ringing around East London, and we're going to have another intermission. And he needs the time. Because Schwetz is it the gum shield again?
Yep, gum shield came out there, he just caught it and had to stop the action. Oki looking a bit bust up. Eye almost closed now, that left eye.
If you looked at the two faces of the fighters, you would say that Schwetz was winning, wouldn't you?
You would. I think that gives an indication of the power of the punches of Schwetz. I think, you know, he's heavy-handed, and that's what's marking up the face of Oki.
Good right hand from Oki. I think Schwetz, one of the reasons he is dispirited is he thinks he's caught Oki with some of his best shots, and the fella just keeps coming at him like a train.
That's right, he gets hit time and time again, can't do nothing with that good jab of Oki's.
I mean, that is psychologically damaging for a fighter, isn't it? When you've hit a guy with your best shots and they're just bouncing off him.
Very much so, very much so. That, you know, you really have to be focused then about doing your job, because you do start to lose a bit of heart.
Blood from the nose of Oki. Again, they touch gloves.
Yep, the head's just banging there, and that's what they touch the gloves for.
Typical of the sportsmanship, though, that exists between most fighters. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, it's just business in there, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Like it was between Tyson and Holyfield.
Well, not quite on that one, but on most of the cases.
There's the light heavyweight rankings. You see Tony Oki, he's got to prove he's the best in Britain yet, because Clinton Woods is certainly the #1. Neil Simpson of Coventry waiting to fight Oki is 2. Tony's at 3, and then you've got Darren Corbett and Mark Baker making up the top 5. But it would be good to see those top 3 in some battles with each other, though Woods has bigger fish to fry, maybe even Roy Jones. He is in line for a shot at the Great American.
Jab, jab, body, body.
And he deserves that chance too, I would say. Tenth round of this one. Shut out so far on our cards for Portsmouth's Tony Oki. Schwetz again. Rammed backwards by a jab.
But Schwetz is very one-dimensional. You know, what you see is what you get. Hasn't shown us anything more. Hasn't tried anything differently.
Here's a question for you, Glenn. Can Oki be any more than a good domestic level light heavyweight?
Well, you know, I think certainly I'd like to see him in at the European level. I think he can make an impact there. You know, he's just got to keep trying. You know, you can do all sorts when you've got the determination and the persistence of a Tony Oki.
And he's improving too, still, I would say. It's good effort tonight. Very professional job that he's doing here, Oki, above all. Very mature professional. He's carried out his strategy to perfection.
The head's banging time and time again. I think that's where he might have picked up a bit of the damage as well from the face, Oki.
This is where Oki does have to watch it a little bit. Although Schwetz is tired, maybe Oki's getting a little more tired himself now. And that might make him a little more vulnerable if Schwetz could find one big heavy shot.
But Schwetz very tight. He can barely keep his hands up now. And now would be the time really when Oki's got to try and suck it in, come out with something big, and he maybe could force the stoppage if he can do that.
That would certainly be the icing on the cake for him if he could do that. Short little left was a good shot, brought a smile to Oki's face. It's always a bit of a giveaway.
Well, Oki's looked tired in this round. Hasn't done as much good work. Needs to start using that jab, get back to his box and keep the punches clean.
Well, I think he knows he's got it in the bank, and I think concentration could be a problem now.
Yes, that is something he's got to watch, because as we've said, Schwetz could still be dangerous with one silly punch.
Heads banging together with great regularity.
There's a strong, stiff jab from Schwetz there, and he's having his best round, I'd say, in this one.
Well, that is comparative, isn't it? Well, they know really he only has to stay on his feet to make sure he gets the decision. That was true, I remember, years ago when Frank Bruno fought Bone Crusher Smith in one of his first big tests, and Frank did not stand a trouble in the last round.
No, that has happened before. It isn't over till it's over, so you know he's got to keep the concentration. The first round, that last one, I give to Schwetz. I thought Oki just looked tired. Hopefully he'll get a second win, but Schwetz might have just getting a bit of confidence from that round. And Oki may well just have to try and suck it up and try and get some better work going and just clean up behind his boxing.
2 rounds to go in this. 6 minutes left. Looks okay, that left eye. It is marked up and swollen, but I don't think it's going to be a problem in terms of stopping the fight. Now, yet another stoppage. Now, if they were more experienced and he'd been around the block a few more times, you would say, wouldn't you, that Schwetz was pulling a few fast ones here?
Well, you would. I mean, maybe in the corner they can loosen the tape. They do get very wet and the tape does start to loosen off.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing anything like that, but some fighters might in that situation, particularly cagey, experienced ones. They've also been known to spit out the gum shield to try and buy a bit of time as well.
Well, there's often cagey trainers in there who do a few things. I remember one glove splitting incident a few years ago.
It was a few years ago. Angelo Dundee and the then Cassius Clay with Henry Cooper, of course. And that one could have changed the whole course of heavyweight history.
Well, I think this is...
Doesn't hurt anymore. Tony's always looking to land a punch, isn't he? decent uppercut from Schwetz. So the jab back from Oki, sticking to the basics. And Tony just bludgeons with both hands. Well, interestingly, a close round there in the 11. One to go. Here we go then for the 12th and final round to decide this one. And I can't imagine this is any different with the judges than it is with me, and that's 11-0. As ever, Schwetz needed a knockout punch, it's now. SOB then for Schwetz. Oki. Well, he's quite happy to punch away with him. Not fearing a bomb on the chin. Busy round this so far for the Ukrainian.